The Adventures of Lionel. Chapter 3: The Beginning of the Adventure. A few days after Elliot's birth, Lionel and Elliot, feeling the destiny they are destined to walk together. I woke up in the light of a new day. The emerald forest is quiet. In the endless greenery, there seemed to be an invitation to the unknown hidden. Their adventure was about to begin. Lionel began to make the necessary preparations for the journey. He sits in a solid leather rucksack. He packed a few days' worth of food, a water bottle, and a sturdy knife he had inherited from his father. Elliot thinks about how he can help. Lionel brought out a small wooden whistle carved. I decided to use this whistle as a signal when they encountered danger. Lionel unfolded an old map he had inherited from his father. This map shows you crossing the emerald forest. The path leading to the Dreaming Lake, emitting a mysterious light, was marked. Legend has it that the water of this lake is a mirror of the future. Lionel hoped to find clues about their fate in this lake. They stood on the edge of the emerald forest and took a deep breath. The forest was greeted by the wind, and the leaves whispered. Lionel looked at Elliot and smiled. This is not just an adventure, this is a journey to find our destiny, he said, and they took a step forward. First trials. The journey began peacefully, with Lionel and Elliot fascinated by the beauty of the forest. However, when the sun reached its zenith, they faced their first test. A huge wolf suddenly appeared in front of them. The wolf stared at them with horrified eyes and bared its fangs. Lionel tried to pull out his knife, but Elliot stopped him. Elliot slowly stepped forward in front of the wolf and began to whisper something. Strangely, the wolf's expression gradually softened. Eventually, it wagged its tail and went away into the forest. How do you do that? Lionel asked, and Elliot replied with a smile. I know how to talk to the forest. We're part of the forest. Advance. Overcoming this ordeal has brought Lionel and Elliot to an even stronger bond. They became more convinced that they could overcome any difficulties together. As dusk approaches, they pitched their tent on the banks of the creek and reflected on their first day's adventures. That night, they talked under the stars, talking about their hopes and dreams. Lionel and Elliot's adventure had only just begun, but they had already learned something important. That is, if there is a true friendship, it meant that any difficulty could be overcome. Through the Emerald Forest, the journey to the Lake of Dreams was difficult and full of unknowns. Lionel and Elliot were ready to face it all. Their hearts are one. That bond was the greatest force that guided them. Thank you for watching. If you like, please subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up.